you got to stop by when you're in town, visit the good old boys at LMS in Hudson, Ohio, Lyric Motorsport. You guys certainly remember that's where I had my engine rebuilt and driveline rebuilt and fuel system rebuilt and everything else that I didn't do myself done to cars for the last several years I lived here. So I've been out. Today's Friday. It's a beautiful day. The first blue skies I've really seen anywhere in weeks due to the smoke out in California, and then the smoke got to be here. Kenan is probably just loving this broken down green 996. Anyways, good to see Bill. Check in with him for a little bit. I got a haircut. I think I might hit the store now. We'll probably do that after dinner. But I'm gonna head back. We've got a little bit of landscaping / tree trimming to do at the house. Then I want to see my grandmother one more time before I head back west tomorrow. Just gonna enjoy this day though. This is a great time of year to be here. Kenan nailed it here with mid-September. It's chilly at night. Could be 5 degrees warmer during the day. It's, I don't know, somewhere in the 60s, 62. It doesn't feel like 62. I'm still wearing shorts. There's a ton of construction over here on Route 8. They've got this new, I think it's temporary entrance put in, and they're repaving, and the other entrance or exits closed. And I don't know, there's been a lot of little changes. You know, I was here in May for a day or two, didn't really get to see much. This time, the parking situation changed downtown Hudson. They did away with some parallel spots and added in more slanted side-to-side spots. I'll drive through town and show you in a minute. Otherwise, things downtown Hudson don't look any different. Maybe I'll swing by the new middle school on the way back. That was still under construction last time I was here. But in the LMS back there, they had an 850, a 1991 850i. Is the line back here now? That's new. It used to pull up there. I don't know what he's doing to it, but it was black. Looks real nice. Too bad they're all automatics. All right, let's do a little tour here. There's the infamous Shell. Spent some money there. Cold Stone's still here. We heard some rumors that Cold Stone Creamery, the ice cream store, was going to leave. I think that was hogwash because it's still here. Otherwise, things downtown here are beautiful. The new square here is like, that's a one-way going that way with slanted parking on both sides now. And now this one is a one-way coming the way that I can't turn now. I can't turn right, it's only south, so that's really weird. It is total muscle memory for me to turn right there, and if I do that, I would get slammed by a Subaru, so I won't. Library's the same. Townhouses are the same. I guess by changing the parking back there, they added 10 more spots or something like that, which, especially during a global pandemic, doesn't seem like it needs to be a high priority. So I'm not really sure why they decided to do that, but they did. We'll come over here. Cars in Hudson used to be way cooler. As Kenan and I biked back in middle and high school, you know, every ride we'd come out and see some cool M's, some AMGs, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsches, and Maseratis. These days, everybody's replaced those cars with things like 535s and 330s and X3s and X5s, and those are really nice cars too, but they're not quite photo worthy. They're not quite as exciting. So that's unfortunate, but that's nothing new. Turn right onto Village Way and see this weird parking thing. I don't know exactly when this took place. It's just bizarre. You can see this used to be the middle divider line where, but now it's been ground down. And then tonight, I'm very excited to get over to Flipside. I can't believe I've been here a week and haven't yet done that. So that's gonna be sweet. Okay, we're on the tour still. This is the old middle school, the part built in the 20s or 30s or something like that. This is where I did grades 6, 7, and 8. And then the part they built on in the 50s that still looks like it's from the 50s. I don't think any of this building is in use, or maybe it is. I don't know what I'm doing in this parking lot here. That was weird. Traffic flow or pattern here has completely changed. The new school was built in what used to be just an open grass field. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's nicer than the high school now. It looks like a freaking private charter school or something. Probably never see inside it. This is bizarre. It's a new parking lot here now for the new building. It's beautiful though. It's a hell of a middle school, for frig's sakes. Parking over there. That part's very traditional. Then that part over there just kind of looks like the old school, and absolutely that does. They kept that same style, which is classic, and I appreciate. I don't know if it has a pool or not. This place went in a couple years ago. So classic, traditional Hudson. Love it. And then there's that one's new too, although it looks older. These guys always had Corvettes as we'd pull in the bus every morning. I remember seeing the Corvettes, and I like that house because it's like the stucco and terracotta. It could be a Southern California house, though I'm sure it is better insulated and better built. After like 2 clips ago, when I was talking about not seeing cool cars, right after I stopped recording, there was a blue Audi R8 V10 that drove by, and then I stopped at Jimmy John's, picked up one of my sandwiches. They have them in Los Angeles, not in San Diego, so it's always something I like to do when I'm in town. I'm gonna go home and eat that and then get to work outside. And good morning. It's 12:56 here on Friday night. I've completely lost track of all days this week with being here. I tried to catch up on some vlogs today. I'm now a week behind, which is better than 10 days behind. I got through last weekend on the Ferrari drive on Saturday. We'll do more, probably not tomorrow. Tomorrow's a travel day. Maybe Monday, Tuesday of next week back from California. This trip was a week. I initially planned on expediting that and doing, instead of like a Sunday through Saturday, like a Tuesday or Wednesday through Saturday, and then it just worked out better to be here the whole time, and I'm glad it worked out that way. It still felt like a too short amount of time. Tonight we went to Flipside for dinner. We ate outside downtown due to Corona, or due to the COVID thing. They're not seating indoors at Flipside, which is bizarre because the other restaurants are. So you call on the phone and order and then walk in and pick it up and then you take it out. And they've got this thing called Dora. I don't know what it stands for, but you can order a drink from any of the restaurants downtown. And within the downtown area of Hudson, you can walk around with that drink legally outside off the premises of a restaurant. So that's nice. I kind of hope that's here to stay. When I went to Indianapolis a couple years ago with Razvan and Sabrina, Indianapolis is an open container city, and you can walk around all of downtown with an open container, and they do not show upticks in crime, they do not show upticks in accidents, anything like that. So we'll see. But a couple changes in town today. I went over to get a haircut. I talked to Bill at LMS, and that was awesome, and visited the guys over there, and then worked around the house this afternoon, took a shower, and then dinner and hanging out tonight. So definitely a lot of fun. Comes to an end very quickly. Tomorrow morning is pretty much a get up, finish packing, take a shower, make the bed, and head to the airport day. It's not a terribly early flight, but it's not a sleep-in day either. So it's actually cold. Right now it's probably 45 or something like that. It was nearly 70 today. Yesterday was well over 70. Next week's in the 70s. Last week was in the 90s here. But of course the last night here is cold. So I'm going to get in, get some stuff together, finish things up, and get to bed. It was a fun trip back in Ohio. Got to see almost everybody I wanted to see. And time to get back to work. So talk to you guys tomorrow. Travel day. We're going back through Chicago. It's for you nerds, it's a Embraer 170 to Chicago, and then I think a 737-8 out to San Diego. So talk to you guys tomorrow on Saturday. Good night.